So we understanding now from neuroscience how our brain, again going back to the brain, 2 million data is our main brain is getting at every single second. That's 120 million bits in 1 minute. That's what our main brain takes in. As far as our eyes can see, our nose can smell, all these our brain is taking in. Yet, through again neuroscience, we can understand that this part of me, the conscious part of me, is only living through 40 data, or 40 informations. That's how much this external part of the brain that makes me, I'm a male, where I live, all the informations that keeps me living day by day. It's the smallest, tiniest aspect of the brain. 40 data or 40 thoughts, whereas the main part of my brain is bringing in 2 million datas, 120 million thoughts in 1 minute. So when I say nearly 7.5 billion people living here, I'm saying that's nearly 7.5 brains, big brain. It's the same brain that Einstein has. It's the same brain that's in me. It's the same brain it's in you. Any males, females, lesbian, gays, black, white, Christian, Muslim, Hindu. It's the same brain. But because we're so much interested only in this external aspect of the brain, therefore the major part of the brain does not give so much attention to this small part of our brain. Therefore, think about it like that smallest part of our brain is like a little baby, a little baby that's born who is completely hopeless. All it can do is eat and sleep, eat and sleep. Yet the bigger part of the brain, imagine that being the mother and the father, although the little baby is just happily sleeping in one spot, the mother and the father is doing so much activities outside of the baby. And at the same time, they're totally conscious of that baby. When the baby is hungry or thirsty, then the parents feed it. And when the baby gets grow up a little bit, interested in something, the parents like toys and they encourage the baby to involve in those things. But at the same time, the parents are totally doing their own thing. So that's how small our brain, like a little baby. Such a small aspect of our brain. And the saddest part is that the smallest part of our brain creates like institutions, religious institution or education institutions, scientific institutions. Then the smallest part of the brain again becomes the judge of it, like having A+, B and C, or gold medal, silver medal, bronze medal. So this tiniest part creates the system, then this tiniest part of the brain also becomes the judge. So really what we see today as intelligent, it is opposite of intelligent. Just like when someone becomes so expert at what they're doing, we think that this person is really intelligent, but actually that's just because the brain is become interested in that particular thing. Then therefore this small brain become adapted and learn all the data about it. Anyway, I'm talking about myself, like as I said before, when I first understood that beauty was the main aspect, the main power, the most magnetic or gravity, they gravitate all things, then automatically so many things about beauty come to me, and people, and bang 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 bang, I'm meeting so many people that talks about beauty, books about beauty, incredible. So this was long time ago, but now through neuroscience I understood, and what I understood is this particular system in the brain, the Reticular Activating System of the brain. This part of the brain is like the chief advisor to a president or king. So this Reticular Activating System, it works out what the smallest part of the brain, that part of us that's interested every day. So it sees how much we're interested, how much we like to look at, how much we like to read or see and stuff like that. So the chief advisor, the Reticular Activating System, it advises the main part of the brain, and this main part of the brain then begin to bring all these data from everywhere to give support to that part of the brain that's really interested. Therefore, we can become the best scientists, we can become the best politician, we can become the best religious or loving and peace person, if that is the main interest we have through our daily life. Therefore, the Reticular Activating System sends that to the main brain, and then the main brain brings all these things to our life. Therefore, if beauty and love is your main interest, the Reticular Activating System will send that to the main brain, and then the main brain will bring in all the emotions, all the ideas, all the thoughts that go in hand, that synthesis with that beauty emotion, with that love emotion. This is why the brain is so amazing. And the other point about the brain is, just imagine yourself being in, or have been with thousands of people. For you to stand in the middle with thousands of people, and you comprehending those thousands of people, the way they talk, their voices, the clothes they wear, all that process was happening because your brain was attracted to every person that's there in that moment. Then the process come back to your brain, and the data put it together, and therefore that smallest aspect of your brain begins to sees how everybody's are. This is what so therefore the brain, the main part of the brain is attracting everything. That's how it was able to get the data right here, right now, like wherever you stand and you look as far as you can stand, all the images, whether they're trees or houses or people or smell or taste, all this is happening within your brain. The brain is attracted to it, and then by that attraction the brain brings all those data, and then you can able to see all those forms. That is the brain. So the main function of ourself, of our brain, is really attracting. It's attracting everything 360 degrees all the time. It's only the smallest part of our brain that's rejecting this, rejecting that, and only focus on one particular thing. But not us, the main part of our brain. It's attracting everything all the time. And why? Because it sees beauty in everything. That's why the brain is able to be attracting all these images, all these forms, because of its natural attraction to it. This brain, this major brain. And how we see the